Here they come. Here they come. Can I come in? This isn't working, sir. It keeps ringing. Hello, thank you. I want to come into the public lobby, just get some information what this department does for people and stuff. I was out on the road down there. I wanted, maybe somebody could tell me what's happening in Maribel with, it seemed like it was very dangerous down there when I went with my wife.
Where in Maribel?
Yeah, I think there's an industry, you're doing a lot of construction work down there, and you know better than me. There's two main roads.
Oh, you'd have to get a hold of Wisconsin DOT on that.
Oh, that's them. They're screwing up big time. Okay, well anyways, this is open to the public, isn't it, in here?
No, I'd have to call my boss and ask.
Is this a public lobby? You don't know?
No.
You don't know, or it isn't? One of the two. You don't know?
I don't know.
Okay, just find out, because I just want to come in here and record just in a public area. I don't want to go into any informational offices, private offices, or get personal information. I'm just here to get information and maybe some brochures if you have those things. I'm pretty sure it's a public lobby, but just double check.
Sure, I'll check.
I appreciate it. What's your name? No name? Okay, no name. He doesn't know if this is a public lobby.
We're under the understanding you can stay in this part of the lobby, but after the locked door, no further.
Okay, so
That's all the information I got right now. There'll be a police officer coming in a little bit if you want to talk to him.
oh, you call the police on me?
Huh?
You call the police on me?
Look, we're in contact with them daily.
Why would you call the police on me just standing here?
Thanks, sir.
Wow. Get it going good. They called the police on me. What a bunch of crybabies. How you doing, officer? They called on me. Okay, they told me to just stay in this lobby right here. Thank you. What was the call? It's the sheriff's, everybody. It's unbelievable. They just called the police on me.
Yeah, well, it happens all the time.
It does? For illegal activity? Let's get their side of the story. I want to know what the call was for. What was it for? You see what I'm wearing?
Just a minute, okay, sir?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Take your time. I don't mean to get arrested. I'll be quiet.
I'm not saying anything. I just like to talk to my complainant first.
Sure. That makes sense.
41. Okay, sir. Can I ask for ID?
Why would I need to show ID? Have I broken a law?
I'm just asking.
No.
Would you provide any?
No,
Okay.
I provide
All right.
ID
Okay,
only when
hold
I
on.
broke the law.
Okay, hold on. You're not violating anything? This is a public area right here,
Yeah.
so you can hang out, whatever, that's fine. If you go into any restricted area, well then there's a different story, okay? So as long
That's
as
what I
you-
told him.
Hold on. As long as you stay in here and
What, in here?
as long as you stay where the public can go, then you should be fine.
So
okay,
the
sir?
public can go in there? That's my question.
Do you have any business with
Yes,
them?
yes.
What is your business?
My business is I'm doing a story on corruption in this department. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing a story.
Well,
So
you-
are you denying me access into this public lobby?
This is a public area right here. You can be in here, absolutely.
But this is a public area too. You're going on semantics. This is a public area.
Well,
Are you
can
not
stay
gonna allow me in
you
here?
You can stay in the public area.
I
and
wanna
have
go in
no
here.
problem with that. He will not get himself.
Right. So you're gonna allow me to go in here now?
Well, you can talk to them what your business is.
My business is I'm video recording.
Okay. Well,
I'm doing a story.
apparently this is an ongoing issue. Excuse me.
With me?
Yeah. So looks like the door is locked. You'd have
So,
to call
okay.
and they would have to let you in. for
They're
business,
refusing
okay?
service to me. All right, do you have a business card?
Yep.
All right, let me have your, you're not upholding your oath.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay, you're
I'm
not.
allowed business cards. Here's my last name.
Nenning, what's your badge number?
481.
And you, Officer Geisler?
You got it.
What's your badge number?
440.
Okay, so before you guys leave, you got a call to service for them, from me, and what was the call to service for? What was the complaint about me?
I'm not getting into this. You're not.
You're not
violating-
getting into it, but you're not allowing me access in
You're
there.
not allowing me to speak.
You just said you're not getting into
Yes,
it.
if you would allow me to speak. sir,
Please speak. What was the call to service?
That you're in here recording, they felt uncomfortable. I came, you're not violating any law, I can't do anything about it. So you can be in the public area, you refuse to ID yourself, which is fine, you don't have to. There, I'm done.
So there,
So-
you came out for the feelings police. I didn't break a law. They should allow me in here, and you're not enforcing. This is open to the public. You go to their website. It says come in. I told these gentlemen exactly what you told me. I told them I'm doing a story here. I was talking about the transportation problem on the two highways where it was dangerous. I told them I'm coming in here. I don't plan on going to get personal information, go into any restricted areas, not do anything that's against the law. And he says, well, let me check with my supervisor. I said, is this a public lobby in here? And he says, I don't know. And I said, but it is. There's business cards there. There's seats for people to come in. I understand. I'm not going into a secure area. But when he says, I don't know if this is a public lobby, and called the supervisor, 10 minutes later, he says, well, you know what? The supervisor hasn't given me an answer, but the police will come for you. And I said, the police? Why would you call the police for me? I haven't broken the law.
Nope.
And
We're gonna leave because you're not breaking the law.
okay, so I'm going to go in there when they open it.
That is up to them. I don't know what the rules are here. I don't work in this building.
Right, but you don't go by rules. You go by law.
Correct.
So why do you say I don't know the rules?
Because every building's got their own rules. That's
But-
like if
but
I go into a private building and they have the rule that you can't go beyond this point, we don't go beyond that point. Correct?
If they put a statue on it, that's correct. But if they just have a sign that says, if they say no cameras with no statue, I can go and record. It has to be a law, not a policy, sir. So they're breaking the violation. Okay, you have no business card either, I suppose, huh?
No.
Okay,
Not on me.
okay. Well, as sheriffs, you're not upholding the law. Do better next time, fellas, because you're violating my rights by not supporting it.
You're good here, and we're gonna take off.
Yeah, you take off and have
All right.
a bad day too.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, have a really bad day. You can run my tags all day long. I don't care. I haven't broke the law. What's the call to service and the call number?
Have a good day, sir.
You know, I'm going to file a report against you because you acted unprofessional. You're not even giving me the call number, what the call to service was.
All right, I already explained it.
No, you didn't. I need a call number and call to service. You know, you're the reason that good cops get in trouble. People don't like the cops because of a dirty cop like yourself. This is why you're a bad cop. And I'm going to make sure that everybody finds out you're a dirty cop. Okay, guys, after this incident, I drove to the Manitowoc County Sheriff's Office. I met Major Todd Cummings. I told him of the situation. He then passed me off to Lieutenant Kyle Stotzheim. And then after Kyle Stotzheim, I then got involved with the Professional Standards Lieutenant, Sean Littlefield. After this complaint, I contacted the county clerk's office to find out who the custodian of records was. I did this in order to find out who the individual was who came out and told me that the police were called. I spoke with the county clerk and was told that the custodian of records is the Highway Commissioner's Department and I need to contact them. Manitowoc Department Commissioner of Highways. Nobody's heard that word. She didn't understand what I was asking. What do you mean? So now I'm recording. Well. Oh, that's great. Now she's connecting me. Oh, they're playing games. You don't want to play games. Okay, let's call back. Playing games. Don't want to play games.
Manitowoc County Highway.
Hi, you had just put me on hold. You were coming back. I got disconnected. Maybe let me reword it. Where do I request public records? Do I come to your location or?
It depends. Are you looking for financial records?
I want to make a public records request.
Public records request?
Right.
I would think you would have to contact, I would think probably our corporation counsel.
Okay, so nobody's there. If I've got to go to a corporation counsel to make a public records request. Is that what you're saying?
So, I believe so. If you're specifically looking for something for the highway department,
Right, I am.
I would email the highway commissioner on our county website to request that, and then he would go through how he would get that to you.
Right. Let me ask you. Thank you for that. Is the county commissioner? Is he have an office there?
Yes, he does.
He does. Okay.
But I think anything in writing, if you would request a public record of something in writing for the highway department, I think your best bet would be to go through our highway department email, which is on the Manitowoc County website. You go to departments and then select highway, and then just request it through an email.
Right.
We get exactly what you would want.
Right.
From you.
Well, I appreciate that. So I was hoping, I just have a document right now indicating, I was hoping maybe I could just drive over there and give it to somebody and they can give it to him.
With public records, we would like that in writing through the email, if you could. That's our normal procedure.
Okay, I understand. So if the problem is I don't have internet, could I give it to somebody to bring there? I mean, can't somebody just walk in with the document, even though, because I don't have internet? Can we do that? I mean, you must be able to take it. Somebody could at least give it to him, right?
We do have a mailbox out front. If you want to just drop it in the mailbox, then we would retrieve that later.
Okay,
Later time.
a mailbox. So you can't hand it to anybody directly there and say, I want this to go as a public records request. I have to put it in a mailbox?
There's a mailbox right on the left-hand side.
Right. But I'm concerned if I could just come there and hand it to somebody and then they could take it in rather than a mailbox. In other words, what you're saying is to do the public records request, it's best to just put it in the mailbox or go on the internet as opposed to coming there and speaking with somebody about it.
Correct. That way we have it in writing, exactly what you're requesting.
Right, but the document is all in writing. I just wanted to hand it to somebody.
Then you can drop it in the mailbox and we will retrieve it.
Okay, so I can't meet anybody. I just put it in there. Okay, thank you.
If you want to meet with someone, then like our signage says, you need to email to set up a meeting with someone.
Gotcha. Okay.
All right.
Okay. Hey, thank you for your help. What was your name?
You have a great day.
What's your name?
All right.
What's your name? What's your name?
Talk to you later.
You don't want
Thank
to
you.
give me your name?
Bye-bye.
That's how they work. This phone call, I then went to the Manitowoc County Clerk's office. Meet Linda Herman, the assistant clerk. Her knowledge seems to be, not so good about filing a public records request. You will see her tell me that she is not really sure about the situation at the Highway Commissioner's office because that is a different department. Ladies and gentlemen, getting a public records request anywhere is the same in the state of Wisconsin. Whoever is the custodian of records, you can get it from them. The departments does not matter. How she is in this position and not knowing that, well, let's just say the taxpayers should question what they're paying her for.
How may I help you?
Hi, are you the city clerk?
No, I'm the deputy county clerk.
Okay.
City clerk would be City Hall.
Okay, maybe you can at least give me some insight on what to do.
Okay.
I'm trying to file the Wisconsin Open Records Law for the Highway Department Commissioner's office. I called up, probably not here. You tell me what I need to do after I tell you, please. The city clerk, and it was for the county, I think. But anyways, I asked her, how do I file this? Do I come here to this office or the department that I'm requesting it from, the Highway Commissioner's Department?
Correct,
And she
yeah.
says you have to go to that department.
Correct.
So I contacted that department, and they've instructed me that the only way that they will accept a public records request is that I have two options. I can go online, if I have a computer, or I can come to the outside mailbox and drop it there. And those two suggestions don't allow me to get a stamped receipt, right? If I email something to them, there's no record that they got it. If I put it in their mail drop outside, I have no record. So it could be 6 months, and I go, where's my records? Well, we never got it. By law, I'm allowed to go in there and physically give this to an individual for them to stamp and give it back. And she told me that the only way that would happen is I have to make an appointment, and that's illegal.
Okay, that I am not quite sure because you're dealing with a different department. You're dealing with the highway department. So they told you that you couldn't go inside?
No, they told me that they told me in order for me to come inside to make a public records request, I have to make an appointment. And I'm just telling you, it doesn't matter if it's the highway department, it's your department, anybody's department, that's illegal. They cannot do that. That's a violation of my rights. So why I'm here now is I want somebody to help me so I can file this and get a receipt and then leave and it's done. Because they're not going to accept it. I'm not going to go out of my way to make an appointment for something that's violating my rights. They have no right to make me make an appointment. And anybody with the public has a right to go in and do what I'm doing.
Okay. I don't know. Okay.
So the question is, am I, like you said, Am I at the wrong department here now? Is that what you're saying, for the highway commissioners to do? Because I'm not going there. I need to find the city clerk that covers the highway department. That's where I want to request this. And you're saying this isn't here?
This is the county clerk's
This
office.
is what I want then. They're in the county. The highway commissioner is the county. So I need to file this here.
Okay, sir, why don't you have a seat for a moment, okay?
Sure.
Okay,
I appreciate it.
all right.
That's what we have. I'm actually looking, you know, at the.
Go ahead. I'm out of line.
So, yeah, so it sounds like Stacy, after, you know, I thought, you know, maybe and everything was taken care of. Because there's a time frame here where one can delete a record out of this for whatever the reason may be, and so it's, we're beyond that, so I need to get my person to take that out. Yeah, you know, yeah, I apologize for this, but I'm looking at something today, so. Alrighty, okay. You're welcome. Hi. Hi there, how may I help you?
Hi, do you have any information on your marriage license?
Sure, there's a brochure right behind you. If you look on that counter below the calendar
Oh,
there.
okay, there it
Yeah.
is.
Mhm. So, you're interested in getting married?
Yeah.
Yes. And were you interested then in having a ceremony in the courthouse?
Yeah, possibly
Okay,
here.
so I'll show you on the brochure then. So if you're interested in a ceremony here in the courthouse, you call this number first. That's in the red, okay? That's the family court commissioner office. They schedule the ceremonies. And then, when she has that all taken care of, your date is in place, she usually transfers back to this office because we'll set up an appointment for you to come and apply for your marriage license. And these then are the required documents that you would need to bring along.
I have everything in here if you wanna,
No.
That's okay, because you
Okay.
don't have a date in place yet.
okay,
So where you start is setting up a date with the family court
so
commissioner
right
office.
through here.
Okay.
And so then she'll transfer to this office, and then again, you bring certified copies of your birth certificates, photo ID and proof of residency, so your driver's license works for both of those items, unless the address is wrong on either license. And you'll need to bring us a piece of mail, like a utility bill, a phone bill, or something from your banking institution that shows your current physical address. It cannot be P.O. box or junk mail.
Sure.
And is this a first marriage for both of you?
For me, yes.
Not for me.
Okay, and did your previous marriage end by death, divorce?
Divorce.
Divorce, then you'll need to bring your divorce decree.
Okay.
Okay, so if you are going to have a ceremony here in the courthouse, then you might, jot down the name of the commissioner that the secretary is going to tell you, because we'll be asking that, who's going to perform your ceremony. Then there's space right here, you can write down the names of your two witnesses. They have to be 18 years of age or older. And for the witnesses, we need only their names, and the fee is $80.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you.
And even if you do schedule, let's say someplace else, at your church or wherever, then, once you've got your date in place, then call us. And our number is at the bottom here. So this is for us.
Okay,
This is the number you're gonna call if you're going to have your ceremony take place outside of the courthouse. If you want your ceremony to be here at the courthouse, this is the number you call,
Okay,
okay?
and that's like a justice of the peace is
That's
here.
one of the court commissioners,
Court
right? There's two
commissioners,
court
yeah.
commissioners that are
Okay.
performing ceremonies.
Do you know, do they charge a fee of sort?
There's
or-
no fee because that ceremony is gonna take place during regular business hours of the courthouse, which is 8:30 a.m. to 5 on Mondays, or 8:30 to 4:30 p.m. Tuesday through Friday.
I see, okay, all right, sounds good.
Yeah, alrighty.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Have a good rest of the day.
Congratulations.
Thank
And you didn't even have to pay anything. That's the good news. You can use it on liquor on your honeymoon. All right. So she called her to the back room now talking about me. I dealt with you before. You're very nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I dealt with you, I think 2 years ago I came
Oh.
in. I remember faces.
Oh, okay.
So, what's happening here? Am I getting some help?
I think she's out. That's what I got done.
So, she's still helping me?
Yes.
Yeah. I guess the question is, if you're the city clerk here, and I want to make a public records request from the county, if they're not letting me do it, I just want to do it here then. It shouldn't be an issue either way, because they're going to just forward it. I don't know why, listen, I appreciate you helping me.
I'm just going to run to another office to check for you, okay?
Yeah, I'm not
Just
trying
so
to
that
grind you. You're helping me. I understand that. I'm not trying to make it difficult. It
I just want to make sure that we do it appropriately, okay?
Listen, cover your behind. I understand.
I'll be back,
So when
Lori.
you say,
Okay.
when you say city clerk, because then you know.
Well, I meant county. I misspoke.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Because it gets a little, then.
No, because we're in the county. You're the county clerk. This is the county highway commissioner. They're the county. I should be able to just come here, get it stamped, and get out of here.
Okay.
Yep. That's what I'm trying to do, but she wants to make sure. Is she new? Sure.
Good afternoon, County Clerk's Office. This is
Jesus Christ. She wants to make sure that she can take a public records request at the city clerk's office for the highway department, which is in the county, as opposed to me going to the highway department and doing the request there where I can't get a receipt, stamped receipt, unless I make an appointment. This is insanity, guys. Absolute insanity. I should be able to walk into this county clerk's office, make this public records request, boom, I get my receipt, it's done. They forward it, they do what they do, but no. This is going to be very interesting if they tell me I've got to go there, because then we're going to have a big rights violations. They just keep digging me down the rabbit hole, is what they're doing.
The father didn't, he just said that you should be working at, festival food, but he says you've got to put down opportunities, and anyways, I was totally confused, but Stacy has explained to me, and I went in here, and I can't see how to delete this, and so I got a message for you. Okay, super. 7:19. No, didn't do that, this is the first step, we're doing it today, so we'll need to delete that.
All right, guys, we are waiting for the deputy city clerk to come back to see if she can give me a signed receipt for an opened records request.
I have
This is
not- I was just
absolutely
gonna
insanity.
I haven't a clue here what you, and I'm just not
Wow.
the savviest here when it comes to all of this, and also it's like, No, I'm the one who gets the monthly due. Okay, very good. Thank you much, and, I'll be hearing from you. You too, Amy, thank you, goodbye now. Oh, sure, I mean, I understand.
I mean, it should be, is she a newer, she's your supervisor?
No, she's not, she's the deputy clerk.
Okay, but she should know this. She shouldn't have to ask if she knew her job correctly. And I know she's helping me, and I'm not trying to be demeaning to her, but she should know this, that I should be able to walk in here, the city clerk's office, for the. Yeah, you got it. I should be able to walk in here, the county clerk's office, to file a public records request from the county, from the highway commissioner's office. I should be able to do that here. I don't need to go specifically there. I went there and they're refusing it. They won't give me a copy. They're telling me I either have to email it. Well, not everybody has a computer, or I put it in their mailbox out in front. Well, either way, that doesn't give me any information that they received it. If I put it in a mailbox, I could wait 6 months and they say, well, we never got it. Or if I email it, they say, well, we never got it. That's the purpose of coming in to do it and get a stamped copy. And they're refusing to do it unless I make an appointment. That's illegal. That's illegal. They're violating my rights, and they're open for big litigation. Big litigate. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Research it yourself. I mean, I know what I'm doing, and I'm not here to get everybody twisted. I just want to do what's right and leave. But unfortunately, she's got to make sure she's doing the right thing. All you're doing is I'm making an open records request. You're giving me a stamped copy, and you forward it. You don't need to ask somebody else as a deputy county clerk. You know, gosh darn, I don't have that title, and I know that.
Well, and it's just, I understand, you just want to do what is right, what she.
Well, I understand she's making something that a mole, whatever that phrase is, a mountain out of a molehill. I'm not so. I'm both. I'm disappointed in her actions, but I'm kind of also just saying to myself, "Oh my God, really? You don't know this? This is the primary thing here. Open records. You shouldn't have to ask somebody that." I know. Listen, you can't. Whatever you say, I get it. You can't say anything. I understand. I'm not trying to make you say anything. You're very kind. I'm just venting. That's all.
That's all right. We all need to do that at some point in our
Well, listen, my tax dollars pay for this building, right? It pays for, you're a public servant, my tax dollars pay for your salary, her salary. Just do better. Not specifically you when I say do better, but the deputy county clerk. That's all. It's fair. Put yourself in my position. You'd probably feel the same.
Well, like yourself, I too am a taxpayer and,
You just want what's right.
things, yes, sure.
What they're doing though over there, and when I told her that I can't do it, I asked for her name because I wanted her name so I know who and she laughed and wouldn't give it to me. So this is what you have over there. You've got public servants that are disrespectful to the public. And then I told her that she says the only way you're going to come in is and she says, oh, so you want to meet somebody, huh? And she starts giggling. She says, well, the only way that's going to happen is you have to make an appointment. And I thought, what a disrespectful bee, Yeah. So listen, this is a reality show. What's going on? All right. I just want to get this stamped and I can leave.
Well, I hope it's not because I didn't have my hair done today.
Oh, really? Me neither. I left my high heels in the car. Normally I wear them because I'm short. Okay.
Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna ask that you stop recording me, okay?
Well, you're a public employee. I have every
am,
right to be
but
in
this
here.
is our office.
This is a lobby.
No, out here is where you're able to film.
So
And this is our office, and I'm asking you to stop.
So you're saying that I can't film in here?
That's right, we have county code, and that's part of the county code.
What's the county code? That I can't come into a public lobby and record?
That's correct.
Okay, you're mistaken.
If I don't give you permission to, I'm asking
You're
you
a
to
public
stop.
servant. You're in your course of your duty. I have every right to record you as a public servant when I come into a building that my tax dollars pay for. I'm not in a restricted area. I have every right to come in here with a camera or without a camera and record. Just because you feel uncomfortable doesn't trump my right to violate my rights to film.
Okay, Lori, would you call again? I'm asking you to stop, but I will give you information where to take your public records request.
So you're not going to do it here?
I will not take it here,
Why is that?
because we're not the custodian of the records that you're looking for, sir. We don't have control of those records.
So you're going to tell me I must go to them?
To the highway department, if that's who you're asking for the records.
But they're refusing to take them from me. That's why I'm here. So you're just telling me to go back, but see, the reason I'm here is because they were refusing to take them from me. So you're not really helping me by that. I don't know what to do.
Okay, so I'm going to give you the information for the contact, and you can try different people in that department.
Okay, so that's not going to help me. But thank you anyways. I don't really need you highlighting that. It'll take more of your time. I just need your name, please.
My name is Linda Herman.
Herman? Herman?
Correct.
Okay, I'm going to leave now, and it's disappointing that as a deputy county clerk that you tried to violate my right by not being able to record in here because you feel uncomfortable. You need to learn the law, please, learn the law, and don't get emotional and don't call a bailiff. If a bailiff comes, he can do whatever he wants, and you're going to have a big lawsuit, and you're going to be one of them named. So let's see what happens.
I'm asking you not to record.
No, I'm
in
still
our
recording here.
office.
Yeah, no, I have every right to record in here. I have every right to record. You haven't helped me at all. And you know what?
I have tried, though. I'm going to give you numbers.
No, but I've told you. I've already contacted them, Linda, and that's why I'm here. So you're just telling me, well, contact more people there. Listen, I'm very good. I'm knowledgeable. I'm not an idiot. You're talking to me like I don't know what I'm doing, and you just want to get rid of me. So I'm very disappointed in your actions. I don't know how you got this job, but do better next time. You guys coming for me? After this, I then made a follow-up visit to the Sheriff's Department to discuss the ordinance with Todd Cummings.
All right, Phil, we got more information for you.
Yes, sir.
Here's our complete ordinance in regards to the sign that we discussed earlier, okay? So as far as, I don't know the entire parameters of each building, if you know what I'm saying. I know our parameters here.
Right.
And it's classified as a work area slash not held open to the public. So when it comes to county highway, if that's where you wish to venture, that lobby area you were initially in is open to the public. However, past that second door, you remember the layout, is not considered open to the public at that point.
Okay, what this is an illegal ordinance. This ordinance is stating that if there is a public lobby, however, if there is access into work areas of the employees from this public lobby, the public is not allowed to go in there.
Nothing but some bullshit.
After filing my public records request and not receiving it within the 10-day window stated by law, I went back to the Sheriff's Department. Again, I met with Mr. Todd Cummings. He told me he didn't know why and would check in the back room. A few minutes later, he returned and told me that the lady who does that, whose name is Amanda, broke her leg and was out. I told him that anybody else in that department should have followed up and fulfilled their duties. They did not fulfill their duties by not getting that to me within a 10-day window stated by law. When I said this to him, he came up with another excuse that my public records request might still be in the queue because the IT department was having problems with the computer system. The next day, I received an email stating that I could come down to the Sheriff's Department and pick up my public records request at the front desk lobby, and there was an invoice for $10. Even though in my original public records request, I asked for a waiver of fees based on statute 19.353 subsection E. An authority may provide copies of a record without charge or at a reduced charge where the authority determines that waiver or reduction of the fee is in the public interest. Major Todd Cummings refused that, told me they don't do that. They do everything standard. They don't reduce fees. They don't do anything regarding fees. At this point, I went to the window, paid the $10, and then I asked Major Todd Cummings about how the investigation stood. He told me he was not involved in that, and the person who was involved was Lieutenant Sean Littlefield. Major Todd Cummings left, and then I asked for Lieutenant Littlefield. I asked Lieutenant Littlefield where the complaint stood, had it been completed. He told me that he was not involved in the complaint process and that Major Todd Cummings was. I felt like ping pong, and I was the pong between the paddles. Lieutenant Littlefield went on to state that although he was not involved in the investigation of the complaint, he had heard it was completed. Although he is in charge of professional standards, I find it odd that he was not involved in it. Another thing that I found interesting when Lieutenant Littlefield told me he was not involved in the investigation, but he did see the video. He asked me, "Why do you use a funny voice?" I said I use a funny voice because it de-escalates. I'm tired of people grabbing my camera. I'm tired of people hitting me. I'm tired of the cops trying to overpower me. And he looked at me and he said, "Well, people don't take you seriously. So now it's about my funny voice and has nothing to do with the actions of the officers that came out?" Needless to say, he told me the investigation was concluded and the officers did not violate my rights, nor did they violate any policies or procedures of the Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department. I then asked him, what about professional standards? How about when I asked Deputy Nenig what was a call to service, he looked at me and said, I don't want to get into it. Then I said, what do you mean you don't want to get into it? And his response was, well, you're not letting me finish. A complete idiot. And he just walked away from me. So there you have it. An illegal ordinance and another case of a law enforcement agency, specifically the Manitowoc County Sheriff's Department, saying we investigated ourselves and found nothing wrong.
Nothing but some bullshit.